Things a hater would say to you. Things a hater would say to you.
All right. Welcome to the Necessary and Unnecessary podcast with your host, Nip Swag, Frisco, and special guest, E-Han.
What's up?
In the building. Today we're talking about honesty in relationships. You can't handle the truth.
Oh God, there you go.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh.
So, the truth is a very relative term.
How true are we about to get?
Look, the truth is a very relative term. So, the truth is, are you telling your partner every single solitary thing, or are you just being honest about what you're telling your partner? Those are totally different things.
You in this wordplay, man. What do you mean?
Are those not two?
No, those
different
two.
things?
They are two different things.
Are you telling them? So that's two different things. Are you telling your partner everything and being honest about it, or are you just being honest about what you're telling them?
I know exactly. You only tell them what you want them to know.
Right. And you can be honest about that, but you know, is that the full truth? Nothing but the truth.
That's not being honest. Being mischievous and misleading.
That's omitting the truth. So is that not being honest?
No, it's not.
Okay. So let's get into it.
Yeah.
Mr. Helms, since you are our guest, tell us, is honesty full-blown, no admission honesty in a relationship? Is necessary or unnecessary?
Okay, it's the necessary. There's certain things you don't want to know. I don't want to know every small detail about your past. I don't want to know that because it may turn me off, and you may not be that person no more. But still, I'm gonna still look at, okay, maybe you did this thing back then or whatever. You was in a different place, and I don't want to know because it's gonna make me look at you different.
No.
But if that's a part of that person and that made them who they are today, why not know it? You know what I mean? Are you going to automatically start to judge them based off of something that they did or something?
Yeah.
Would you want them to do that to you though, E?
No, if she asks me about something, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, so that's different from telling somebody everything, being honest
So you
about it, or being
volunteer
honest about whatever they tell you. So that's two different things, you know what I mean? And that really just came just as I started talking about it. You know what I mean? So you gotta be honest about the necessary, but if you deem it unnecessary, you feel like you don't really gotta bring it up.
And there's no need to bring it up.
From on both sides, because you don't want to know unnecessary stuff about it.
What's unnecessary? The question you're asking.
Okay, we're going to skip to that was easy, necessary, unnecessary. You can't handle the truth. Frisco, my married folks.
I had to drink me some water.
Tell me, honesty in a relationship and the truth. Can you handle the truth?
I sure can you handle the truth? Is the question. So, when I first started dating somebody, plain and simple, I told my husband, these are the rules, okay? These are the people I fuck with, these are the people I don't.
You gave me the number?
Hey, get on my nerves.
You give him the number?
What you mean the number?
The body count.
Yeah, we talked about that. We sure did. We talked about that. Like,
We was talking about that the other day.
It ain't no shame in my game, baby. You're not gonna ever meet nobody. You're not gonna run to nobody.
He said he don't want
Anything
nobody.
about me. They not gonna say nothing about me. So I have no shame in my game. So we talked about that. You know what? I'm dead ass. You gonna ask? You wanna ask? I'm gonna give you the answer. I have no shame in who I am. It's just on. Is that something you can handle? You know what I mean? That's what it is. If you can handle it, then let's rock. If you can't handle it, keep it moving. I have male friends. He knew that. These are my male friends. They are always going to be in my life. I told him that from day one. These are people who I met, slept with in the past, with, or did whatever. He knows all of that. He knows what I've been through in relationships. He knows Just there's no secrets for me. I make sure that nothing can come out the bag later on down the line. If he wants somebody, they not gonna be able to be like, oh, you know that? Yeah, like, you know I was a streamer.
That's the
all of
honesty.
that. You know what I mean? Like I keep it 100.
That's the all-inclusive, necessary.
Okay,
honesty.
but if we're being honest, right? We're saying honest about everything.
Everything.
Now we're gonna go into more detail.
Let's go.
Right? So now, what did y'all do?
What do you mean?
Right?
That's
So
what
you and the guys, you
slept with this guy.
Oh, never.
Right? Did you this?
Never.
Did you that? Right? Did you such a
I always
Yeah, you
never.
ever did this.
Never.
Then you did this too.
Never.
So you saying that level of honesty leads to other
I'm
questions?
saying it opens Pandora's box.
I'm gonna lie. I thought
Yeah, I tell my dad
some
too.
questions. I don't want to know the answers.
See, I'm gonna tell you the answers to things you're gonna want to know, you're not gonna want to know.
Yeah.
So later on, we don't ever have no issues, and nobody could ever say they had issues with me who dealt with me because I let you know everything out front. So there's no questions, concerns. You're confused. You didn't know. Nah, nigga, you gonna know everything up front. Because if you don't like it, you keep moving. Simple as that.
See, I believe in keeping it simple.
Yeah.
You fuck with that nigga? Okay, cool. I'm already got the hey,
Your imagination is
I'm already assuming.
Yeah.
Yo,
Your imagination will drive you crazy,
that's
bro.
why you gotta get it all out in detail for straight up. So you know what you want.
Hey, I got an imagination like a mother, baby. I ain't gonna lie. But I be trying to keep it to a minimum and be grounded in reality because I'm a scenario thinking type of dude. I'm gonna think of the worst possible case scenario, the best possible case scenario, all within a matter of seconds. And it's gonna run through my mind and I'm gonna pick which one is the most likely of those scenarios and I might like to run with it. Huh?
Yeah,
True or not? Yeah.
So you don't want to go. So what
But
happens?
this is the most
That's what your
likely-
mind does.
Yeah, that's what your mind do. So grabbing that, it might not be true. It might be some truth. It might be not true at all. But if you don't have no reassurance, if you don't have no basis to disprove your claim, and that's what a lot of women used to do to me. They'll come back years later, yeah, you did, and I'll be like, nah, that's not what happened. But they done filled in the gaps of the story of what they think it was, you know what I mean? And then told me, well, this is what happened. No, you probably told everybody else that, but you can't tell me that because I was there. You know?
I got you.
So, honesty,
It's a very.
can you handle the truth? That's why I put you can't handle the truth. A lot of people can't even handle the full truth.
I think honestly, because I used to date this young lady,
Yes.
and in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And so we had some specific conversation about a lot of what you talked about. Okay, you know, we knew a lot of the same people. Okay, because if you fuck with my man,
Right.
you know what I mean? I can't
Just
look.
imagine being
Like,
honest.
boom. So, but at the end of the day, she had spun it one way, but then later came back. And
Yeah. Change the story.
See?
so when we talk about honesty, you know, a lie will break a heart.
Sure will.
And then
It'll change the whole dynamic of your
On how you look at the
relationship.
person, everything, brother, you can tell the truth in the beginning. Now you got the utmost respect for that person, but then like that, he was telling
In the limo, man.
so
I'm just saying,
and so
like,
now, truth of the matter is, I didn't even care like in the beginning.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was cool because I was just that much in love with you. Feeling like,
But I think we omit certain stuff. So this is another thing. It's like when to be that open with somebody. Because when I meet somebody or something, I try to just run down all this crazy stuff. So if it pop up, you know what I mean? Like, look, this is why I am how I am right now. This happened, that happened, this. I just run down my traumas and be like, look, this. So don't, you know, I only got a certain extent for you to push. So you meet me now and you'll say, oh, he's a nice, calm, regular working class guy. But I got a capacity to blow up a whole block though. And if you don't know that, you'll push me beyond the point and be shocked at my reaction. So I have to tell you, look, this is my frame of reference for how I was raised. Yes, I've done a lot of work on myself, so I don't act like that every day. But if you don't know my capacity, you'll push me beyond that, thinking it's cool that you can just do all that, and then, you know, we somewhere you didn't expect to be.
Yep. I know about that. Yep. And that's a whole lot of therapy.
You
That's
feel?
therapy.
That's therapy.
You know, I mean, I did a lot of work to not be that person that I was, but, you know, it's still a frame of reference.
Right. Then you got, you know, that right there is so deep because then you got chameleons, right? So you got women that you would date out there that's chameleons. They can play that role. And then once they switch their colors,
I don't talk about you.
but once they switch that, once they hit that switch,
They come in the door one way, and once they get in the house,
Yeah,
it's clap on, clap off.
and now they're triggering a part of you that you thought that you had put to bed years ago, and you somebody that you don't even.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You done pushed me beyond the point because you don't have a frame of reference of how I was, and you think this is how I am, and I'm not gonna do nothing because I'm so confident. And then you get to that point, and it just be like. So somebody said, telling the truth is necessary. This gives the other person an option on if they want to deal with it.
Exactly. Thank you.
But that's just like, okay, everybody don't come with ingredients in an instruction manual or a rundown. Like, you have to get to know the person. I'm not gonna just walk up to you,
So-
hey baby,
Well,
I got trust
it's
issues with
timing.
PTSD,
No,
how you doing?
well, no,
You know what
it's
I mean?
timing.
Like,
It's timing.
that's what I'm saying.
Because so me and my husband before we became husband and wife,
Right.
we were dating for like maybe a month, right? And he had a bad day or something, and we were in the car, and he literally told me like, "No, listen, I'm just saying now, there are going to be some really dark days." You know what I mean? Because he has PTSD, and he's an Army veteran, so he was like, "It's going to be days where it's going to be tough. If you can't handle that, let me know now. I respect it." You know what I mean? And I already was very familiar with PTSD, and I was like, you know what? I respect the fact that you're telling me this ahead of time. I got you. So, you know what I mean? From that day forward, I hung in there with them through all of the wonderful PTSD moments we had. But it's because that's something I chose to do, because he gave me that option in the beginning. You know what I mean? And came to me, and I know for some people that's really hard to even admit that they have some type of trauma. You know what I mean? And to even identify that. So the fact that he was able to identify that, he's working on that, and then he's telling me, like, in the reality, even with all the medication, all the therapy, there's still gonna be dark days. You know what I mean? Like, you're still gonna have those rough days.
This brings up another point to me. So, say somebody tells you everything, or you tell somebody everything, but then it's not what you thought it would look like. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I can tell you this, but once you actually see it,
right,
it's a totally different thing. Like, yeah, I can tell you, oh yeah, I got 5 breezes on the side, but it's not realistic until
You really got 5 breezes in
you
there.
know what I mean? And you catch feelings, and then now all of a sudden the 5 breezes that you wasn't worried with at the beginning becomes an issue.
Yeah.
It's an issue. Oh, you gotta get rid of 3 or 2. You know what I mean? I don't like them.
Shit.
Wait. Hey, I told you this because people think that telling them initially makes you change the way you feel about it. It does not. That's like me telling you, oh, I'm finna shoot you right now. And then I shoot you. It's gonna hurt the same. It ain't gonna hurt no less just because I told you I was finna shoot you.
You prepare yourself mentally for it, maybe.
No, my God, but is it gonna hurt less?
Yes.
Look, you still shot though.
No,
You still shot though.
having a baby, you feel me? They tell you X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. You go up and prepare yourself like it's gonna hurt. But you're right, experiencing like, nah,
You know what I mean? Nobody can mentally prepare you. If you never had a baby before, and you don't know what it feels like, and they tell you, oh, it's gonna hurt, and oh, you're gonna need meds, and oh, this, or that, or this, or that. But once you go and get to push it, and you 9 centimeters dilated, it's a whole different story.
big old head.
And you howling and sweating and all this other stuff, you know?
Like you crazy.
It ain't gonna matter what the doctor told you 2 months ago.
your best friend said about having a baby.
Unless you go through the experience. So why do people lie?
Why do people
I think a
lie?
lot of people lie.
Why? To make themselves look good?
No, it's a lot of different reasons why
Well, yeah,
people
that's
lie.
one reason.
One,
Makes them look good.
I think, first off, they don't want to have to explain themselves. Second off, they feel like they try not to hurt the person's feelings. Like, oh, if they know, they might be hurt. But if they find out later on, and it's going to be,
People want
you know
their
what I
cake and eat
mean?
it
Like,
too, that's why.
But this is more like a question of in a relationship, right?
Right.
People go through all kinds of trials.
for sure.
I meet hundreds of people.
Yeah.
And you hear different stories about what people have been through emotionally, sexually, mentally, right? So, you know, I'm not afraid to say my age, I'm in my 40s, right?
Yeah.
So when people come and they have different traumas, right? Some people won't say nothing until years later or a year later, or omit, right?
Yeah, but when is the proper time to? Because you don't just lead with that. I try to lead with as much as I can, honestly,
It's just
for
the
real.
person
Just because I don't want to say that I didn't say it, and we could work from this point. If you still, you know what I mean. If you ain't get out the car like Trey did, no boy, then you feel me. We can rock.
Right.
But I don't want to hear about it later. I don't want to hear about it later because I said it.
But why do people lie? I mean, why do, what is going through a person's mind to make them
Oh
omit
shit, I'm
that?
caught.
Well, I feel like.
To omit it.
And then you gotta upkeep it. You gotta live this whole other person. Like it's like I feel like it's different reasons. It just depends on the person and the reason that they're doing it. You know what I mean? It depends on the person why they doing
You think they feel like they're gonna lose something?
it. They can feel like that.
They about to lose their cake, and they're not gonna be able to eat it with the ice cream. That's what it is. I'm telling you.
Cause you just trick. It's like, man, I know if I tell this person this, they know X, Y, and Z. And I don't even want to go through that, so I'm gonna just play the background. I'm gonna be
I hate people.
Yeah, I'm gonna just let this. I'm gonna just let this, you know, sit back here. This ain't gonna help
out of the
nothing.
way. No one can judge you for telling the truth, but when you start lying, now you're a liar. What they gonna call you, a truther?
Yep. Yeah, you ain't in need of Frank. You gotta get a
Come on, man.
Okay,
What's the melanin in the head? What's in the language?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Gotta see
Like,
that
what you
you
feel
sell
Let's see
out.
what we got. I can't stand
You pay me full round.
I cannot say it.
How my folks eat ham, man? I've been knowing eat ham since the 90s. I've been knowing Bay since the 90s. It's a Frisco family reunion in this thing, babe.
Man,
49ers is winning.
Y'all tonight, man. That's we gonna tell them why.
That's the truth. You feel me? The Niners is the truth. You feel me? Going to the bowl and
Tear the
whatnot.
minds up.
So, necessary or unnecessary? Honesty in relationships, and can you handle the truth?
Can you handle it?
Yes.
Damn, that look good.
It is. Fat Tuesday is Fat Tuesday.
Thursday. So I don't know.
Yeah. I asked E.
Oh, Eva.
This show necessary and unnecessary. Honesty in relationships and if people can handle the truth. What's your take on that?
My takeaway from that is one, people can handle the truth. You
Yeah.
know, it's about how
They
you
might
present
leave you for it, but they might leave you for it, but
That's
that's
your
your truth.
will, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you got, if you tell the person the truth, well, first people are ready to accept the truth. It's all about how you present that truth, when you present that truth. If you're being open, honest, and sincere, a real motherfucker ain't gonna just cut you loose though. If they fucking with you, they fucking with you. You know. But then, you know, on the other end of that, to tell the truth is even more powerful because you don't just get the truth, you get the respect that comes with it.
And you feel freer though, like you know
That's
what
why
I mean?
boys
Like,
happy.
you be holding something inside, and you know that it, you know,
It's called baggage.
yeah.
See, that's why maybe that's why I'm so happy all the time.
It's already back.
Man, I don't have any little skeletons hiding. I don't have any weird shit like.
Have you know everything?
He really does. Yes, he really does. Seriously.
You know everything.
No, I definitely don't know everything. I wouldn't believe him if he said I did. No, I don't. I don't know everything. But we're two different
You
people.
don't think it's a two-way street?
No, because we're two different people.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't require him to be like me because I'm this way. Just like he
Yeah.
don't require me to be like him because he's his way. You know what I mean? Like we can meet in the middle, and that's how we meet in the middle. He respects me for me because I told him the truth on everything. So when stuff happens down the line, he's like, oh yeah, that's so and so. She told me about. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Like
Comment on
we don't have any
the
issues
ground,
like
I
that.
don't
Like
see
I don't. But that's just with anybody who I've dealt with. You know what I mean? I've always just been that type of person to just tell you up front. This is what I got going on. You either like it, you don't. It is what it is. This is how I am. I'm a tomboy. There's no but you know what I'm saying? I don't like wearing skirts, dresses and shit.
So is that shit necessary and unnecessary for honesty in a relationship? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, that's it. I mean, they get it. Just honestly.
I was just about to ask you what's your.
Oh yeah, no, that's it. Like, just keep it 100 for real. Like,
She ain't wearing no skirts.
yeah, they were gonna say, see, you got that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just seen in the Matrix dress like 3 weeks ago.
That shit was down my ankles. It was more like a rapper.
A Matrix dress.
See how you trying to let me?
It's always capping.
I'm just saying.
Man, whatever, we go suave. Go ahead and tell us your version, bro. Is it necessary or unnecessary? You better say the right thing too.
I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Let me say this. Nah. Honesty.
Damn, you gonna make that hard?
There's levels to honesty. And I feel like you gotta reach certain levels with somebody before you unlock certain honesties.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like being open and communicating. I mean, if they ask, for sure, tell. But it's certain stuff that they don't know to ask that you need to share if y'all want to be dealing with each other, and it depends on how much y'all deal with each other, the amount of honesty that you have to use with them. And if I be honest with you, like a couple of times, and I see that you can't handle the truth, then I'm not gonna share more with you and deal with the repercussions of my honesty, and I'm likely to cut you loose because I can't even be who I am fully with you. So I might as well not even deal with you because you can't handle it. So you have to, incrementally be honest with somebody to see how much you can trust them, because honesty requires trust. You have to trust somebody to be honest with them. And if you can't trust them, then why even be honest with them? And if they're not being honest with you, if they're not keeping the buck with you, if they judging you every time you're honest with them, if they angry with you every time you're honest with them, then that may not be the person that you need to be communicating with. But honesty is necessary.
Damn skin.
And handling the truth is necessary. Being able to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like what people really want and what people really need and don't know how to ask for is a safe space. And everybody want to feel safe.
Yeah.
Right? Feel like that peace, that serenity, that the person that
Yeah,
they're dealing with, they have a connection with that's so deep that that person will never do anything to hurt them. And when you're dealing with honesty, when you're dealing with those internal truths, those personal truths, that you have to be in a space where you're feeling honest. To what you said, to your point, you have to be in a space where you're feeling safe. And to your point, if a person can't handle the small truths, it's not that they just out, it's that they lack the maturity, the capacity to take care of those type of truths, to have that type of intimacy. So that person is qualified themselves. You know what I'm saying?
I know a lot of women, you know, they only want you for what they want you for. And they just zero in on that. And anything outside of that is an issue. You know what I mean? It causes tension and friction. Like, no, I only want the good parts of you. I don't want to deal with that other stuff. Don't tell me about that. You know, they get mad. They get frustrated. But like, I need to be able to be my full self. I don't want to be with somebody I can't be my full self with. If I can't be my full self, who is I being? Half of myself? I don't want to be with somebody I gotta be half of myself with.
You're gonna be miserable.
You know what I mean? I can't be my whole self, and every time I express another side of me, because we're not one-dimensional beings, every time I express another side of me, it's an issue. Because you want me to be this person in this box and be this all the time. When I'm a multifaceted individual. I can go to the White House or to a trap house all in the same day.
All of a sudden,
I can go to the White House or a trap house all in the same all in the same day. And still be myself. You know what I mean? I can talk to the president, I can talk to the homeless person. Like I'm not a one-dimensional being. You know what I mean? You need to be able to travel all these dimensions with me.
You saying something though, because not only do you have like those intimate things that you don't want people to know, but then you also have your true self, like the self that you always knew that you can be.
Yeah.
That's
you need somebody that can support you into becoming who you need to be for real.
I got that.
You got a lot of times we suppress that truth. Like that's an intimate conversation with yourself. Like, and a lot of us don't even accept that. Like, no, really, I'm not just the nigga from the field. Right? Like, no, I'm also the president. Like, I have that capacity. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people that do extreme bad also do extreme good. And they know that about themselves. Sometimes they fight for that person, but can't bring it out because guess what? They're going to be rejected by the people who they came along with.
Right.
Yeah.
150,000%.
All right. So, my teacher told me never tell a lie.
Ever.
A lie will bring you trouble by and by. It's an awful thing to do.
I'm gonna say you start rapping.
Yeah, remember that?
I'm like, you gonna start. What we doing? We gonna start.
That's the OG